That was a weak fucking week. Okay, so I like this idea of Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose because Bray Wyatt always needs a feud that makes him look good. Bray Wyatt has been in a number of feuds, all just sucked. This is probably a problem with creative more than it is with Bray Wyatt, because creative doesn't really get Bray Wyatt over anyone big. I mean, look at that feud with John Cena, look at the feud with Undertaker, look at the feud with so many other superstars. Bray Wyatt has never really, he's never come together and formed something that makes him credible. I don't know what the problem is. He's a great person on the mic. Just stop with these stupid promos. Just get him to speak about what's relevant. Stop talking about this make-believe world. We get it. You're some weird outer space demented monster. We don't care. Just, we know that. Move forward. Dean Ambrose is one of those guys that people love. They get behind him. And if you want to give Bray Wyatt some heat, get the belt off Dean Ambrose, put it on Bray Wyatt, and just let him run with it. So what I think is a really good setup for Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose for the IC title at Extreme Rules, which is the next Raw pay-per-view. Sister Abigail onto the screen below the Titantron to Dean Ambrose by Bray Wyatt. You can build that into a hardcore stipulation type of match, and then have Bray Wyatt beat Dean Ambrose for that title. With Bray Wyatt holding that belt, you can bring some credibility back to Bray Wyatt and the belt themselves. It's a win-win in my opinion, but make Bray Wyatt look good, make him look strong, and he can be in the greats of all time IC title holders. Now this one's a little strange. I didn't expect Breezango to pull out a win. Breezango are a great tag team, but I don't think they're gonna beat the Usos because the Usos come from a lineage and but for fuck's sakes, man, these guys are so good. Honestly, I mean, if you've never watched Tyler Breeze on NXT, go ahead and watch him. He's so good, so talented. He has some excellent matches. Tyler Breeze actually made his gimmick work on NXT, and he's kind of failed to do so on SmackDown, or, well, the main roster. But I think putting him in a tag team with Fandango, because their gimmicks are somewhat similar, is a really good idea, really smart thing that they've done. But they've not found their place yet, I guess, on the roster. This is a good way to get them over certain teams and have them in the upper echelons of SmackDown tag team division. Smack team? What the fuck is a smack team? Don't give them the titles right now. Keep the Usos as the champions, and later on, maybe even after the Usos leave the titles, you can have Fandango and Tyler Breeze compete for those titles and win them once, because they're an excellent team. Fandango has a victory over Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. Just get them both together and develop something substantial. That's what needs to happen out of this. Build something substantial out of these two, and then they'll just be up there. You don't need to give them a title. Just keep them there, and let's see what happens after that. No doubt, Kalisto in a motherfucking dumpster being hurled over the stage is definitely the Bagal moment of the week. I don't know how they orchestrated that, but whoever did, I think they did a good job. I'm pretty sure they strapped him into that dumpster, because the way he pushed it over, it just went boom. When they did that thing with Roman Reigns, you can see it's kind of fake. This one didn't look fake. I think he was really in the dumpster, but wow, that must have hurt. So trailing this list, you've got the rated R superstar, the ultimate opportunist, Edge. I mean, Edge has done some diabolical things. He's put people through flaming tables. He's slept with people's girlfriends. He's had sex in the middle of the ring. Like, who does that? Edge has also turned on some of his partners. He did that to Randy Orton when Edge came back and they were reforming Rated RKO, but he didn't, and he turned his back on him and speared him. Edge has entered an Elimination Chamber match as a champion, lost it, entered a second one at the end of the night, and won a different belt. I mean, that's pretty heelish, apart from sleeping with someone else's girlfriend. The second person on this list is pretty much the guy you can never trust, Triple H. Tell me, who has Triple H not turned on? He screwed everybody. I mean, you pick anyone. Go from HBK to Daniel Bryan. He screwed them all. He's turned on everyone, and I think it's brilliant. Samoa Joe, watch out. He's coming for you. And the number one most heelish person, in my opinion, is Randy Orton. Good God, Randy Orton is a heel even when he's face. He just burned Bray Wyatt's house down. I mean, what kind of face person does that? He's punt the CEO, he's punt his son, he's punt his daughter, he's punt his son-in-law. In fact, one time, he chained Triple H to the ring and DDT'd Stephanie and then kissed her in front of him. Bruh, that's the winner. That's you can't get more heelish than that. Trailing this week's list, Austin Aries. Austin Aries got a good tag team win this week with Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Kevin Owens looked really strong by taking out AJ Styles and his former best friend Sami Zayn. Seth Rollins unleashed his new finisher and got rid of the pedigree of sorts, and he looked really good doing it. Brandy fought a good match against Eric Rowan and then came up a little short when Jinder Mahal and his folks came in, but really good win for Randy Orton. Kalisto with a big win over Braun Strowman. Even though he lost, Braun Strowman has taken out Kalisto and maybe even nearly killed him. Breezango coming out of nowhere, winning the number one contendership in a beat the clock challenge, makes them number 4. Jinder, with his buddies, steal the WWE Championship and escape, looking really good. By taking out 2 of the top women on SmackDown, Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina, number 2. Leaving his feud with Randy Orton a little bit on the side, Bray Wyatt, number 1 position by taking out Dean Ambrose, Miz, and Chris Jericho. This week's trivia question is, I mentioned earlier in this video that Edge had entered 2 Elimination Chamber matches in one night. My question is, Edge took out a superstar to enter the 2nd Elimination Chamber match. Who was that superstar? Congratulations to last week's winners, where you can follow their Twitter handles here. The correct answer was Eric Bischoff officiated Billy and Chuck's wedding. So that's it for this week. If you like this video, leave a like. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment below. I will be sure to get back to you. If you think you know people who might like this video, please share this with them. And if you yourself like this video, subscribe to my channel. Since Payback is this coming week, I will be doing a reaction video, and I will also be doing a prediction video before that. And boy, do I have something special coming next week. So stay tuned right here on the KayfabeKast. Kayfabe Jobber, out.